I'm back. Back from a little stint from the 3000s, motherfuckers. Ha ha. Here you go, here you go. Yeah, I'm playing the real shit now. I'm playing the good stuff now. Yeah. He definitely needs to put this back on iTunes. For iTunes Music, Title, whatever. YAC, Young Astronauts Club. Peace, y'all. Anyway, got a lot to tell you. We're doing some notes. I'm gonna start with the whole teleportation thing in a second, but I just want to start with a little tribute. You know what I'm saying, to another group. You know, there's been a lot going on. A lot of things have been changing. A lot of stuff been happening here and there. Totally need another one of these. Just setting y'all up for the kill right now. Think I could go to 9. I'm trying to go to 2023. So we're gonna start with I just want to retouch on the whole teleportation process. When you come out on the other side and you have completely vanished and you have completely dematerialized and now you're back up, you know? Nothing is the same. Nothing is really the same, you know? Nothing is ever the same again. Like, you are now in a different, not just a different dimension, but you've switched dimensions. Like, you saw the thing with the paper, if it's even able to be possible at all, time travel and teleportation, there's like a million layers of the same thing happening at different times in space. Space is infinite. That's why I'm an infinite flyer, alright? We're a little secret, super secret. Don't tell everybody about us. We're a little secret society about that stuff. So, like I said, don't ever take me too seriously. But, boy, time travel. I wonder what Putin's doing today. I don't know. I'm curious. Everybody takes a vacation. They take time travel vacations. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. There's, lots of different things that are, hidden, and we don't know why. You know what I mean? We don't know why. And I just deal with it. And to some degree, I try not to care. Hello. I am a time traveler from the year 2020. Yeah, 2020. Time travel is going to be released to the public in 2020 something. I can't say the exact date. It could be earlier, but it's near the year 2028. They haven't perfected it yet, and too many people keep disappearing. Even more people keep not coming back from time. That type of thing. Yeah, I've been working on this one. I love that beat. That Apex TV beat is so dope. Anyway, so we go light years. So what I've been working on is the time zone now. This is where I've been at. In the future, a few minutes is a few weeks in the past, right? I've been writing this stuff down. In the past, 3 months is equal to 1 year. In the future. Now, that's the second one I found. But that was before that lady with the baby. Then you got 1 hour in the past equals 4 days in the future. That's been one that, I'm not going to say I did that. But, hey, I feel like I was going for 1 hour and it was 4 days in the future on the way back. So it's okay, I ain't gonna say where I went, but motherfuckers definitely was yeah, this stuff changes, stuff changes, be careful. So when they see certain stuff change, they know who's probably doing it, or they gonna find out by going to the past just to figure this stuff out, because chances are, if time travel is released to the public, there's a lot of people that have been time traveling, changing stuff up accidentally, and in the future, stuff has been changing before their eyes. It's a frightening thing. It's a frightening thing to see, something you once saw there is gone, it's not there today. You know what I mean? It was there yesterday, but it's not there today. What happened? Well, somebody accidentally changed something and changed that whole construction of where that building was actually going to be. Now it's over there. That's what they was explaining to me, but I ain't going to say what year. That's all I know. I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, depending on what time machine you're using, it looks like they're in control of the time zones. Like, it's like having a hyperbolic time chamber, right? The hyperbolic time chamber, gotta cross that one out. It's something that it was introduced in Dragon Ball Z, right? It's like a spiritual thing, right? They made it a little spiritual thing. Here's a pen. And what happens is you go in there and you're in there for about, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's like you're in there when you're in there, you're actually in there for like years and years. So these guys is like, it's cool in the cartoon because they like training and stuff, and they're training, and they're like they need more time to train in a certain amount of time. Yeah, so everything gets blurred. You know what I mean? When you take a picture of the future, eventually you bring it back, it's blurred. What happens is that might not happen because of your possession of that photo. So that photo starts deteriorating and you can't really see it clearer than you would have saw it if you were there. Because you're not there, you're now back into the present. That hasn't happened yet. So you having that evidence, it's not the computer, it's not the machine, it's time. Okay? It's time. That whole picture that you took a picture of might just change. And this happens with a lot of pictures. I used to look at that kind of thing too, from Back to the Future. The only way he had a way of figuring out what was going to happen Back to the Future is by his picture of his family. He had that picture and he took that to the past. Everything he was doing in the past eventually started changing the future. So if he kept changing the future, the picture kept changing. And if he disappears in the picture, he don't exist anymore. It was very scary, very scary. It was Back to the Future. That was like best movie ever. Yeah, Back to the Future 2. Where he goes to the future, right? He sees Biff. Biff becomes president. Biff, the bully, becomes president in 2015. Yeah, 2015, he becomes president of the United States of America. What happens really is he goes to the future, and the Cubs win the World Series. You're like, oh, how did he do that? People were playing with that so bad. Like, the Cubs should have went to the World Series 2015, but it seemed like they didn't. They didn't know why. We still have a Biff in president. Biff is still president. He goes by the name of Trump. And he's president in 2016. 2016, yeah. So we go from sound speed. Sound speed is simply, like, you can hear me, right? You hear me within, what, a millisecond or so? That's sound. It's almost electric. So we figured out that, sound can be manipulated into electricity. That's why we have headphones. People don't figure this stuff out and stuff. And then, when you start finding out about time travel, it's like, oh, shit. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, deep trouble. So you can actually go through an electric cord with sound. Bingo. What makes you think you can't go through with thoughts, with yourself? Your whole body could go through there if necessary, if you do it right. And I think they might have figured it out, because with light speed, you really have to be a light in order to go that fast. At the same time, if you look at space, it seems like everything is suspended. No, we're actually moving at such a rate that everything is suspended. We're actually moving so fast that everything is slowed down when you look at it. But it's an expanding universe, so hopefully it's still expanding. It's not collapsing. Because once we have a collapsing universe, we're in even more trouble. Okay. At the same time, it might just be collapsing to make itself something else. And from light speed, you go to time speed. Because when everything is suspended, that means everything needs to be measured now. As a form of time, basically. Warp speed goes beyond that. You're not just going through dimensions. You're going at a rate where time travel looks like a walk in the park. You're now going at a really, really fast pace now. Like, this is ridiculously speed. This is ludicrous speed. Like, this is like from one point to the next, only you're really traveling from one point to the next. You're not teleporting, you're traveling that fast. I believe there's natural ways to do this stuff still. You have exponential, quantum, positive, and negative. Now, I wrote this little, let me just rewrite it. I'm going to rewrite this equation. You have exponential and quantum, then xiao. Almost couldn't spell it. I'm an ignorant motherfucker too. I don't even know how to spell half this shit. I'm lucky I know how to spell quantum. I know a lot of quants, you know what I mean, but I don't know how to spell quantum, you know what I mean? I'm like, boy, stuff that I should have been listening to in school, right? What's sad is if this stuff is not in the public at all right now, there's people that are learning quantum physics in college. It's in college, It's completely in college. Hold on, let me get this right here. So, positive and negative. So, if you're if you're moving either through sound speed, light speed, time speed, or warp speed with exponential or quantum energy, those release positive and negative reactions. And negative reactions. And what that equals is possibility. Let's see if I did that right. Alright, so it's backwards. It's fine. That's what I get for using the thing. Use a mirror. Put it together. So the reason why it equals possibilities is because you don't know where you're going. You don't know what the possible outcomes are. So if you don't know and you find out, how can I say this? There are a million possibilities to this stuff. So if you're moving that fast at any given time, it's hard, I don't know how to explain this. The idea that the only way you're successful is because of the possibility of it. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. The possibility of it. Do I believe in the time travel app? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I've been playing with my own phone now. I'm like, They can totally pull that off. The Noah reveal, right? So there's not Jackson, Jason versus Michael. Yes. Hi, dudes. How are you doing? Yeah, Noah. Noah's a fake, a fraud. He has never time traveled before in his life. Unless he was watching Apex TV way too much. Just being gay and stuff. Yeah. 2028. Hopefully that's not a gay year, ain't it? But hey, population control's a bitch, ain't it? I think they're covering for each other. I think they're covering for each other. Either that or it's the best prank ever. Y'all guys had me going. Y'all had me going. But we do have a problem still. You know why? Yolanda can't be paradoxed. Yeah, I'm just going to give her a mention. Why? It seems like both people are running the Yolanda as president 2028. I guess it's because it's so far-fetched that it's impossible to believe, and the simple fact that it might just happen is even harder to deal with. So they thought this is the audience that they're reaching with this Yolanda thing. And kudos to Yolanda, she's cool with Apex TV. Even more shout outs to, Macintosh. He's on a tear right now. But what if that's the one thing that can't be paradox? And it ain't just Noah. or Jason or Michael or Apex TV. It ain't just them. It's like a couple people that's really thinking that Yolanda's president in 2028. I'm not one of them, right? I'm not one of them. I totally believe that it actually, if we look at the timeline, right, what really happens is she walks in the office in 2030. So if you do your calculations right, if somebody actually manages to change the law, right, and make it where she can be president at a certain time, then that's what happens, you know? That's what happens. I gotta hold the phone now. Yeah, plug it in, plug in. So, what actually happens is she gets elected in 20. This is. I'm not saying I've been there. I'm not saying I've been there. But if we want to play with the idea, y'all want to keep running your mouth about her, I'm gonna be here defending her. All right, I'm gonna be here watching her back and stuff. So, and you know, don't thank me. You can't thank me for this one. Now, 2028, she gets elected, right? She can't walk in the door to 2030. Why? Because she's only 20. If the law is changed to 21, she actually has to wait for a whole year for her birthday to pass in 2029. I'm going to be around for that one. I'm totally going to be around for that one. I'm not saying I'm going to be a public figure or anything or, you know, whatever. But I know that's going to be that's totally going to be an issue. But what if she can't be paradoxed? This is deep. I think she's going to be president one day. It might not be 2028. I would bet on Oprah. If they want to throw the Oprah Winfrey thing around, that's a great move. You know, 2028. Oprah Winfrey. 2028. She becomes president. Listen, I have strict rules about paradoxing a president. That's number one. But number two, I have even stricter rules about paradoxing a minor. The girl's not even 13 yet. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get it. She's a king. She's going to grow up fast. I know. Point is, you don't do that, bro. You don't do that. Even though this is like very, very highly top secret, I've treated it like a highly top secret issue. All right? It's Yolanda we're talking about here. This is not just, you know, some random person that they picked out of a hat. You know, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, why would they do that? You know, I have plenty of issues with it. You know, either they tried to paradox her or something happened in the future where she does so much good that maybe they want to stop it. Hopefully it's not a race thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people that are willing to make that law change. I'm definitely one of them, but I'm going to put it this way. I'm thinking, you know, change the law to about 30, 25, you know, 23, something like that. 21 is still kind of young, and it's still going to be crazy because if she does get elected by 20, exactly, it's almost like she's in there for only 2 years. Like, do you really want to do that to... You're really running that, right? Let's see what happens, though. You know, let's see what happens. You know, I know people wanting to change this law. Like, they're on top of it. But, whatever. They can't do it because of her, you know. But she's definitely one of the reasons to make that law an issue. But at the same time, it's like we're talking about this right now. Does she have these ambitions? No. If she does, it's even worse because, you know, this is a little girl watching this stuff. Okay? Like, it's kind of bad. And the idea that she's a king definitely has me ready to strike. I've been on top of things for a good while. Now, speaking of being on top of things, I'm gonna finish it off. Like, let's talk about some Macintosh here. We're gonna mention him. Honorary mention. Definitely. He seems really serious. And if there's ever somebody that I could think of that I would have in mind that would try to pull this off with the time travel reveal and everything, this guy seems like the one to do it. This is not an endorsement. This is just like reasonable research that I've been watching this guy. He totally has the power to do it. I don't know who else got the power to do it. I'm looking for that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm looking for him because I know I do. I totally do. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. 2023 is gonna be a problem. I know. Besides that, J.O. Beck, I believe that his administration is one of the key players of the time travel reveal. That's what I'm figuring out. Shout outs to the 3000s and Apex TV. Time travel is real, y'all. There's different ways of doing it though. Don't get crazy. Don't go crazy. Don't go cuckoo. Extraterrestrials, they know how to hide themselves. I'll put it that way. So don't be running in the Area 51 thinking you're gonna find something when all they got to do is just flash a light and your brain waves are gone. So with that said, stay at the right frequencies. Don't get time traveled and paradoxed out of this universe and stuff. And keep your head up. Next up, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, but we'll see what happens. I'm on 20 minutes right now. Rocking it out. Alright, with that said, y'all have a great time. Gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. Anyway, whatever Noah did, good job out of him, you know. It's my boy. I think he did a great job. There's a lot of time travelers out there. All right, there are. So I'm gonna keep doing this shit until we're best buds with Russia again, I guess, or I time travel myself, and I think I might have. I don't know. But we're gonna keep it real. I am not a time traveler. Woo. God bless the kings. And God bless America. I'm done. 2023, Crazy E signing off. Yeah, expect to see me in 2023, baby. Hope all y'all time travelers are around. Because I know I'm going to be, or will I? Probably be in the future. Peace out.